amazing. The baby was really full of love and wisdom. I saw it in his eyes. He was maybe, I don't know, 16 months, 17, 18 months old. And the father pushed it, and they came around the corner, and the kid just locked eyes with me. And his eyes were smiling, and his face, his mouth was smiling, upturned. And he just totally said to me with no words, "It's okay. We're in the hands of love. We're in the hands of God. It's all right." Maybe he recognized me, God knows what, right? But it was just totally sobered me and made me realize I was taking myself too seriously. That's another demon we have to watch out for, is taking ourselves too seriously and getting all, especially in this Western world where we have great intellect, we have great philosophical, analytical ability to categorize and understand things and figure it out. This is a great gift of the Western mind. We're experts at that. But we're also cursed with it when we overdo it and then we kill, the essence of it. We take away the sacred. We overdo it. We take ourselves too important and then we kill part of ourselves, we kill something else. Now I don't want to say we as if, that's all to blame for all of the things, problems. It's inherent in everybody. The point is to get back into the intuitive, to get into the love, to get into the knowing. And make your spiritual experience yours. I'll make mine mine. I like meditation. I like, even better than meditation, walking in the woods. I like having the great creator talk to me and the creation talk to me. Birds, squirrels, even insects. You start paying attention to it, you see how they communicate with you. A lot of people could say watching the video, "Oh, you're nonsense, you're a fool talking like that." Yeah, but I ask you humbly from my heart, how much do you know about it if you didn't try? I used to be the person that would mock somebody else. Now I'm very much the opposite. What things help you, assist you? For me, I like reading. I also, I still have a great part of that analytical mind. I like philosophy. I call it, it's like a mental math in a way. And it's not all bad. I'm not saying it's all bad. A mental math where it's logical. Oh, that really makes sense. Connecting dots. It's like in the Bhagavad Gita and in the Hindu school, when we talk about the Bhakti yogi and the yogi who is a school of Jnana. Maybe I pronounced that wrong. But the one who finds enlightenment by doing service, and the one who finds enlightenment by wisdom and knowledge, by reading, by thinking, by contemplating. And the famous quote in the Bhagavad Gita from Krishna talking to Arjuna is, "He who attains the result of one achieves the result of both." So when you get enlightened in one way or the other, if it's true knowledge and true love and true wisdom, you attain both. So I like to say, I'm from both schools in that way. I like to give loving, this talk that I'm giving, these talks I'm giving on YouTube, they're not going to be maybe known to great millions and all that, but the point is, it's free, it's from my heart, it's for you, it's also for me to, when anything I say, I remind myself that of my own words, teach myself, yeah, you're saying that, practice what you preach also, So anything we share and interact, it's for the self and it's for the other automatically. We forgot along the way that when we do things, it is equally for the other as it is for the self. It has to be. The whole purpose of this earth, school, and these trials and tribulations here is to see that unless we are in unison and in harmony, it isn't working. Look what's happening. Look at the earth itself is groaning. God is in tears, but also in joy because he understands this is all meant to be. It's like you put your kid to school for the first time, and it's sad because you miss them, but it's also happy because they're growing up. They grow up so fast. God could say that about all of us. Oh, they grow up so fast. So he's happy. He knows about it. But at the same time, a little tear because it's hard to see something. It's hard to see your own kids suffering. So if God has a tear on his face, yes, to see the kids suffering. But on the other side, to know that everything is going to be okay. So what do you think is going to work for you? Are you someone that reads the Bible a lot? Are you someone who reads the Quran? Are you someone that has Native American traditional practices? Are you someone that has philosophy from who knows where? Anywhere. If it's working for you and you're a peaceful person, stick with it. As long as you're a peaceful person. As long as you're not saying, well, I have it right, and damn those people. Those people did that, and they think like that. They're my enemy. No. We have to stop thinking like this. Who is the enemy? This is all karma. This is all a great mystery, and it's all coming together for us to know why it had to be the way it is. But the same thing, now is the time for us to enter the golden age of thinking and feeling, and knowing, so that we love and treat each other as equals, as respect, with total respect. I would like to go and enjoy the culture and the wisdom of anybody on this planet, if they would accept me. I'm lucky to be in Canada right now, as one such country that is very open to so many people, so many cultures. The point, and it's a new melting pot going on. First it was the Europeans of different colors, and then they came and had the conflicts with the natives, which was a very sad, tragic thing. And now, after the ugly strife, I hope many more people of even the Europeans and the Native Americans are getting along more than not. I know that I love all people very much, and if there's still racisms and hatreds, you gotta let it go from whoever. So, getting back to the point is, even as all the Europeans came to the New World, and then you had the Italians and you had the English, you had the Germans, etc., and they all had their own districts and didn't like each other to some degree, and figuring it all out and rubbing against each other a bit. And then guess what? Marrying each other and getting along. My own white body of European descent is a mix. What does it matter to me? What does it matter to them? So what's happening now is, in Canada, for example, Canada is one great example in the world, is that you have Chinese, you have people that are Arabian, you have people that are Iranian, Persians, etc., so on and so forth, East Indians, etc., so on and so forth. And rubbing a bit, trying to figure each other out, and then harmony. You see, that's the point. Individual, personal, spiritual experience, enjoying your own style of things, as long as it's not hurting somebody else. When it's hurting and conflicting and fighting and grudge holding and angers, are you better than anyone else for doing it? I don't think so. I believe that we're all being called to something much better, and it's like God is saying, here it is again. My hand is stretched out still, as he said in the Bible. We hit God's hand away and bite the hand that feeds us, etc. And God says, my hand is stretched out still. You do such and such, my hand is stretched out still. Are you being called to become, in this specific topic, do you think you're being called to become more spiritual, mystical? Are you being called to be a shaman? Are you being called to be a healer? Are you being called to be a medicine person? If you think so, it's because you are. And you got to find the way that works for you. It's very hard because it's a new idea for us to take from everybody and put the whole thing in. We like our traditions, we hold on to it. Some of our traditions are very good, some of the things are very good. But if it's stopping us from accepting or agreeing with somebody else, then it's not going to be as good as it can be. So, if you feel you're being called for something great, then go for it. And take it with baby steps. Take it with a totally open heart. You never know what style might work for you or not. I say try many of them. If it works for you for a little while to do, and maybe it will work for you your whole life. But if it works for even a little while to do meditation or a yoga practice, for example, then do it. You don't have to take someone else's version. I mean, you go into one place and then they tell you that and you go, well, that's not exactly right for me. Try another one, see maybe it will suit you. Link with what is true for you. and take from many. You don't just have to be a Hindu. You don't just have to be a Christian, for example. Those are old paradigms. This stuff is going away. We got to think like Gandhi, who said, "My religion is truth. My religion is the truth." So taking the good from all things. I mean, that's my spirituality. Taking the good from all of them. I even find, I remember reading in the Quran a very beautiful line that I agreed with, and I said, "Oh, the Bible doesn't even say that." And the Quran said, "And Allah will take the souls of those who are, not so good, not so loving, and put them into hell eternal, or for as long as He sees fit." The Bible doesn't even say that. The Bible says, hell eternal, hell eternal, hell eternal. I think these books were altered a little tiny bit once in a while to exaggerate a point, to make people be afraid. You or I wouldn't dare to change the Bible, for example, but that doesn't mean everybody is afraid to change the Bible. That's something for us to think about also. That could be a whole other topic. But I remember that in the Quran, saying, yes, of course God is that merciful. Even a very evil, even a very wretched soul, after time, after tribulation, they can wake up. They will wake up and say, "Oh, that's not the way to be. I must be loving, I must be caring. Because then I will be liked and loved by other people."